the fifth unit, that is the lazy frog. So unit 4 we already had studied about the elder brother, that means studied about the two brothers. One was younger and other was elder. So the elder brother was all the time studying and the younger one was wanted to play, isn't it? So the elder brother used to say him, no, you should not waste your time, you have to study. So when you waste your time playing, what is the loss over there? The father hardworking, father is hardworking and we will be wasting the money of whom? Our parents, isn't it? That is what the brother had asked him to understand. Yes, now we are coming to the next lesson. That is the frog, the lazy frog. Like you all children, they are also lazy animals. So here, who is the lazy one? Frog. Lazy means not doing any work, sitting simply and wasting the time. They are called lazy. So here we are going to study about a frog who is lazy without doing any work, sitting, isn't it? On a school day, you are busy studying, playing and chatting with the friends. So suppose you think now you are at home and when you are in the school, all the time you will be spending your time studying, then talking with your friends, enjoying, playing and all the things, isn't it? Then in the evening when going home only, the remaining works at home you are doing, isn't it? That is doing your homework and all that, doing at watching TV, all that you will be doing after school. So now you all are sitting at home without doing what? Without seeing your friends or without any of your relatives. Nobody is there. Your parents are there at home, isn't it? Because of this disease. So now all the time is there with you. Still, some children, we can say they are lazy. You know why? Because when the notes had come to for checking, many of you have not completed the notes. So that means you are sitting at home without doing any work, like a lazy children. Understood now? When you have a holiday from school, what do you do? So suppose all the 5 days you are coming to school, enjoying, studying and doing everything, and come Saturday and Sunday. So Sunday, sometimes Sundays are always holidays and Saturdays maybe some days working and some days holiday. So the poet is asking, what are you doing on those days? That means how you will spend your holidays. That means when you are not coming to the school. Are you sitting at home simply without doing any work? No, you may be doing your homework or you may be studying, you may be going for outing or you may be going to temple, church or everywhere, isn't it? So one work or the other we will be doing. Sometimes on that day we will be arranging all our books, arranging all our clothes. So little work also we will be doing in order to help your mother. Would you behave a little like the frog in the following poem? So now we will see how is the frog in this poem. The lazy frog. Fred is a very lazy frog. So what's the name of the frog? Fred. Fred is the name of the frog. Who lows all day upon a log. Log means wood. Low means to lie around. Low. Lows to lie around. Then log, a piece of wood. Log is a piece of wood. So what the lazy frog is saying? So Fred is a lazy frog. Name of the lazy frog? Fred, who lows all day upon a log. So all the day he will be lying where? Lying where? On a piece of wood. You can see in the in your textbook the picture. This is the wood and what the frog is doing? He is lying on the wood. He always managed to streak doing a single stroke of work. Streak means not to do anything. shirk. Not to do any work. Not to do any work. Doing a single stroke of work. That means he will not do even a small piece of work. So simply he will be sitting without doing any work. When there is some work, what he will do? He will lie on that wood and be there without doing any kind of work. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a frog. So the whole day. Who lolls all day. All day means the whole day. Where he lie on that piece of wood. He always managed to strike and he never do any kind of work. Doing a single stroke of work. He never does anything. Only lying on that wood. His poor old mother calls in vain. Vain means no use. Vain, no use. So all the time mother is calling at him, Fred, Fred, but no response, no reply from whom? You also when you sit at home without doing your work, what will your mother do? Your mother also will come and sit with you. No. What they will do? They will call at you and say, you do this work, you do that work. At least what they will say? You study, isn't it? So your mother is always with you and they are after with you, isn't it? For each and everything. So here also Fred's poor mother used to call him, but he will not hear that. Come in and help. He does not bother. So what the mother is asking him? You come and help me. Don't you go and help your mother? Yes, you will. When you are not going to school, you will do some work. You will be happy to help your mother, isn't it? Sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes when she is washing clothes or cleaning. So sometimes with her work, one or the other work, always you are there to give help, isn't it? So here Fred's poor mother is calling him, Fred, you come and do some work or come and help me. He does not bother, but who is not bothered about? Who is not caring? Bother, care. Who is not caring? Fred is not caring. To move 2 inches, much preference. So he is lying on the wood. He cannot move at least for how many inches? 2 inches, not even a little bit he cannot move. To be extremely hard of hearing, extremely fast. Extremely means very hard. He don't listen to that. He is lie there as if he did not hear anything. When you are sleeping, sometimes your mother in the morning comes and say, you get up, it is time. The sun had come up, you get up. But you pretend that you are sleeping, isn't it? And make your mother fool. Yes or no? Yes. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. So he also pretends that he is sleeping. When the poor mother is calling him to come and help me, what he is doing? He is pretending that he is fast asleep. Understood? Because already all the time what he is doing? Lying on the wood, and he is just closing his eyes and making his mother feel that he is asleep. Understood now? So why he is pretending that he is asleep? Because he did not want to do any kind of work. He did not want to go and help his mother or do any work of his own. He is a lazy frog. Fred is a very lazy frog who lolls all day upon a log. He always managed to strike doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain, come in and help. He does not bother. To move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He thinks that he is not listening. He pretends that he did not hear the call of his mother. He lies there in a silent heap. Silently he will be lying there and stays conveniently asleep and says that he is sleeping. So the whole day what Fred the frog is doing? Only lying on that wood and sleeping. So when his mother calls him to come and help, he is not listening or he is not hearing what the mother is saying. Understood? If a lady frog, so this is what Fred the frog is doing. Understood? When the mother is calling, he is not listening, he is not caring or he is not bothered about her call. He is only fast asleep. That means just closing his eyes and lying there, making his mother think that he is fast asleep. If a lady frog hops past, hopping, jumping and going, hop, jump, hop, you jump, hop past, you could think he would get up at last to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. So what he is doing? Suppose if a lady frog is passing that way, he is lying on that road and if a lady frog is going on that way, what he will do? You would think he would get up at last. So before mother is calling, what he is doing? He was fast asleep. Listen, he was closing his eyes and sleeping. Now a lady frog is jumping nearby and going. Then what he will do? To go and help her on he is ready to go to that frog and ask her for any help. That means he is ready to give any help to that lady frog. But no, I am ashamed to say, then when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. That means only one eye will be opened and he will just close one eye and look through the other eye to that frog. Understood? Anonymous means the person's name is not written. If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to go and help her on her way. So he will not get up. Even the lady passes also, he will not get up. He will lie down there only. See, the lady frog is growing and he is lying there only. But what he will do? Frog comes up, he does not open up one eye. See, one of his eye is open and the other one is closed. So with one eye, he will be watching the lady frog. But he will not get up from that piece of wood. So that much lazy. Who is that much lazy? Fred. Isn't it? Fred is that much lazy. Understood now? Fred is a very lazy frog who loads all day upon a log. He always manages to streak doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain, come in and help. He does not bother to move to hinges, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to bow and help her in a way. So he will not get up. But no, I am ashamed to say that when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. That means one eye is opened and the other eye is closed. Understood? Now the meaning. Load we have already said, to lie around. Then log is a piece of wood or a trunk of tree that has been cut. That means anyway it is a piece of wood. Then string means not do something, you should do. That means when you are asked to do some work, you are not interested in doing. Then in vain means no use or uselessly. Prefer means like something better, preferring more. That means having more interest in something else. Hard of hearing means pretending that I am not hearing anything, being a deaf person. Bow means to bend your head to show respect. Now, what did the frog do all the day? What the frog is doing all the day? First question, what the frog is doing all day? All day, what the frog is doing? Lying. What is doing? Loads upon a log. That means lying upon a piece of lying upon a piece of wood. Lying upon a piece of wood. That is loads upon a log. Then, besides lazy, what other words can you think to describe the frog? When the lady is going, what he is doing? Opening one eye. When mother is calling, he is fast asleep, isn't it? That is, he is not bothered about what mother is saying or why she is calling, isn't it? Now complete. When the frog's mother called him, he pretended what? When the mother is calling, he pretends to be what? Fast asleep. He pretends to be fast asleep. Third one, fast asleep. He pretends to be fast asleep. Then, when a lady frog hopes by, he does not even do what? Open up one eye. Does not even open up one eye. Even open up one eye. Did you like the frog's behavior? So, what is the behavior of the frog? Thinking that he is not willing to do any work for his mother, all the time lying and pretending that he is fast asleep. Okay. Now, next one. So, did you like the frog's behavior? So, what is the behavior of the frog? He is lazy, isn't it? He is always lazy, isn't it? And do you like to be lazy? No, nobody likes to be lazy, isn't it? Because sitting at home or anywhere without doing any work, how much time we can sit? We will not be able to sit for a long time. For little time maybe, isn't it? So, everybody likes to do one or the other work. So, becoming lazy is not a good behavior. Understood? Then, refer to the poem and understand. The frog loved to laze and lie around all day. That means he is lazy. Wanted to become only lazy. And all the day what he is doing? Lying upon the wood. He did not like to do any work at all. Now make true sentence about yourself. Write about a people you like, a game you play, a hobby or a habit you have. You may use the following. I love. We can write some of the things what you like. Okay. First one. I love to play, isn't it? I love to play cricket. You can write that. I love to play cricket. Then, I like washing clothes. I like washing clothes. Then, I don't mind helping. I don't mind helping my mother. I don't mind helping my mother. Then I don't like sitting lazy. I don't like sitting lazy. Then I hate or I don't like sitting without any work, you can write. I don't like sitting without any. I hate to become lazy. I hate to become lazy, or I hate to become boring. So these sentences we can write over. Try and find out the same with your family members also. So first we can say, I love to play cricket or anything. Any games you can write. Whatever you like you can say. I like to play cricket, or I like to play football, or I like to read books. Instead of this you can write read. I like to read books, stories. Yes, you can write all that. Then I like washing clothes, or I like cooking, or I like to watch TV. Any interest of yours you can write. Then I don't mind. That means I am ready to do something. I don't mind helping my mother. That means I am ready to do help for my mother. Then I don't like sitting without work, or I don't like playing in the rain, or I don't like going for shopping. Anything you can write according to your taste. And the next one, I hate to become a lazy person. Yes or no? Yes. So that all you can write according to you. Now the next question. Add one more matching word to each pair. Add one more matching words. So first one, log, frog. Log, then frog, dog. All are having the same sound. Log, frog, or dog. That sounding is same. This is the having the same sound. Spelling is different, meaning is different. Spelling is different, meaning is different. But the sound, log, frog, dog, og, that sound is the same. The next one, shriek, then work. Then we can write shriek. K sound, coming the sound of k. Work, shriek, shriek. All that k sound is coming. Now the third one, vain, Dain, and rain. And rain you can say. Vain, Dain, rain. In sound is coming there. Now next ones, preferring, hearing, then fearing, you can say, fearing. Preferring, hearing, fearing. Then heap. Next is keep. Then you can write sleep. Heap, keep, and sleep we can write. Now the next one, past, last, and past, taste. last, taste. Or first you can write. Past, last, taste is enough. Taste. Now next one is way, say and day. Way, say and day. So here we can see all these words having the same, all the three words of first one, that is log, frog. Seven words we had made into different, isn't it? So but in each word line, that is the first one, we have three words, isn't it? That is log, frog, dog. So all are having different meanings and different spellings, but their sound system is same. Pronunciation sound is the same. Frog, dog, log, isn't it? That sound is same. First one, log, frog, dog. The sound is same, but the words are different, spelling is different, and meaning also different. But only the sound is same. Understood? Second one, shriek, work, shriek. There also words are different, spellings are different, meaning is different, but the sound is same. Shriek, work and shriek. All are having the same K sound, isn't it? Now the third one, vain, dain and rain. They are also spelling different, meaning also different, spelling is, words also different, but having the same sound. In sound is there. Vain, dain, rain. In sound is there. Then preferring, hearing, fearing. In sound, ing. In sound is there. That is preferring, hearing and fearing. Words are different, meaning is also different. Only the sound is same. Then heap, keep and sleep. Again the same only. P per sound is coming over there, isn't it? All the three words are having the same sound. Then past, last, taste. That is also T sound is there. Then way, say and day. A sound is coming. So all these words, when they equal with the sound only, they are said to be the rhyming words. What are they called? Rhyming words. RHYMING, rhyming words. They are said to be rhyming words. So what are rhyming words? Which are having same pronunciational sound. Only the sound is same, but the words having different meaning and different spellings. Only the sound having the same. That is dog, log, frog. Having the same sound, but the meaning and spellings are different. These kind of words are called rhyming words. These words are called rhyming words. Only in the rhyming we are not seeing the meaning, we are not seeing the spelling, but only the sound, only the pronunciation sound, how we are pronouncing. Understood now? They are called, what kind of words are there? They are called rhyming words. What are they called? Rhyming words. They are called rhyming words. Now understood rhyming words? So I will read the poem once more. Fred is a very lazy frog who lows all day upon a log. He always managed to stick doing a single stroke of work. His poor old mother calls in vain. Come in and help. He does not bother. To move 2 inches, much preferring to be extremely hard of hearing. He lies there in a silent heap and stays conveniently asleep. If a word, if a lady frog hops past, you would think he would get up at last to bow and help her on her way. But no, I am ashamed to say. Then when a lady frog comes by, he does not open up one eye. So here in this lesson also we can see every last word of the poem. See the last word of every line. First one, the last word is frog. Then second one, dog. Then shriek. Then work. Then preferring. Hearing. Heap. And asleep. First last words of all line, and in between coming vain, isn't it? Vain, bother. These are the two words coming in between also, isn't it? So here frog, log, it is going together, yes or no? Frog, log. Then shriek, work, yes or no? Then preferring, hearing. K, then G, then ing, heap, asleep. P again, but vain and bother, are they coming in anywhere? Vain, bother are. Other one in. So these are the two words which are not coming in where rhyming words. Understood? All those words which are having the same sound, pronunciation sound, are called rhyming words, and which do not have, they will not join along with those words. Again, second one, past, last, then way, say, by, I. So past and last, way and say, by and I. Understood? So okay, now we have completed the poem. The notes will be sent to you. Now the next episode we will go to the next lesson, Rip Van Winkle. Okay, thank you.